She's my daughter. I brought her into life and kept her for years till I couldn't keep her no longer.
For parents, the memories of raising children are among the most precious. Lynn Arquette has no shortage of those with her daughter, Kristin Spires.
She was funny. I mean, she had a most contagious laugh. She always giggly. Everything was funny. That's my girl. Sometimes she can look serious, but then all of a sudden you look at her, she's laughing, cracking up. Yeah, that's my girl.
In May of 2010, Spires was at a party on Woodward Avenue in Big Rapids. It was the last time anyone says they saw her alive. Casey Nemeth and Brian Miller were two of the original investigators who worked Kristin's disappearance. They're now the sheriff and undersheriff of Mecosta County.
Once the names came out of the people that she was associated with or who brought her here to Big Rapids and where she was at, those names were familiar with us. With our investigations into multiple other things. And that was suspicious right off the bat. And just the fact that everybody that we were talking to basically didn't want to talk. Like they said, yes, I seen her, but then they're with this person. They passed the buck quite a bit.
And that didn't leave Nemeth or Miller with many leads to chase down.
There was a lot of hearsay, a lot of assumptions. I think this may have happened, or I heard that this could have been a factor, but nothing specific in nature or concrete that we could run with and do much with.
Nearly a year would pass until investigators found Kristin's body in a remote part of Mecosta County.
Then they found her in that state land. It took almost a year to find her. And they couldn't find anything because they put her in a hole. They dug a hole and put her in it.
For Miller and Nemeth, this was now a homicide investigation.
We had been pushing homicide for quite a while after the first few months of her being missing and not using her phone, not using her any debit cards or anything like that, making no contact with family. As law enforcement, we instantly push or lean towards foul play.
Charges were eventually filed in Kristin's death, but later dropped after prosecutors say one of the people charged lied. Still, Nemeth and Miller believe they're incredibly close to solving this case.
A large group of people that we were dealing with through this investigation are no longer in the area. Have moved on and moved out. But there's not a day that goes by that we don't talk about this case. And if we can keep it out there for people to see and remember so she doesn't get forgotten and maybe somebody gets that conscience and is willing to come forward, that'll give us that little piece.
Now we're at a point where we have somebody that we believe is the key witness, and that person will not come forward because of the element that she's involved in is the same element that did this, and they're fearful of the streets more than they are crime. They don't trust the police, they don't too much, but they're more worried about what could happen to them if they do speak. And it's frustrating for us as law enforcement because we know it's there. And it's someone is more afraid of their neighborhood, I guess.
Frustrating too for Kristin's family.
I just want to know what happened. Why and who. I want somebody to stand in front of me and say, you know, something like, even if, I mean, it's not going to do me any good to have them make them apologize to me. It's just gonna, I want to see that person that did that. Yeah. I want to see what he looks like, or she, or it, or whatever, but yeah, I want to know why. Because that kid didn't have an evil bone in her body.
If you have any information about what happened to Kristin Spires, contact the Mecosta County Sheriff's Office. For Unsolved in Mecosta County, David Lyden, 9 and 10 News.